Hey, before you scroll past, I want to say something to you on this Workers' Day that I think nobody else is going to say today. Everyone around you is celebrating what you do. Your job, your hustle, your grind. And that's not wrong. Work matters. But I want to ask you something different. Do you know why you were made? Not what you do, why you exist. There's a line in the Bible that I haven't been able to shake. Paul is talking about King David, and he says, David served the purpose of God in his own generation. That's it. That's the whole thing. Not David built a great kingdom. Not David had an impressive career. He served the purpose of God in his generation. And I keep thinking, what if that was your eulogy? What if that's the only milestone that actually matters? Now here's where it gets really interesting. God once sent a man named Jeremiah to a potter's house. Just go watch this guy work. And Jeremiah goes, and he watches. And he sees this potter with his hands in the clay, shaping, forming, working. And God says, that's what I'm doing with you. See, we think of pottery as a craft, a hobby, but in Jeremiah's time, a pot was everything. It's how you stored food, carried water, provided for your family. Every pot had a function. But every pot also had a form, proportion, shape, beauty. The potter never had to choose between useful and beautiful. He made both in the same piece. And that's you. You were not made to just get through the week. You were made with design, with intention, with purpose that is specific to you. But here's where so many of us get stuck. We feel like a square peg in a round hole, and we spend our whole lives trying to become round. Wishing we were shaped differently, wishing we had someone else's gift, someone else's personality, someone else's story. And Paul basically looks at us and says, who are you to tell the potter he made a mistake? The potter doesn't make mistakes. But maybe you're not thinking about the wrong shape. Maybe you're thinking about the broken pieces. Maybe you feel less like a square peg and more like a shattered pot. And if that's you, I need you to hear this. The potter does not throw broken clay away. He doesn't look at the damage and walk off. He starts again. And in the New Testament, this is the part that gets me every time. There's a field called the Potter's Field. It's where all the broken, unusable pottery shards get thrown, the pieces that didn't make it. And that field was purchased by the blood of Jesus Christ. He bought the place where the broken pieces go. There's a Japanese art form called kintsugi, where broken pots are restored using gold. And the repaired piece becomes more valuable than it was before it broke. That's not just art. That's the gospel. So on this Workers' Day, when the world is asking you, what do you do? I want you to hear a quieter question underneath all of that noise. Will you let the potter use you? Your work, your skill, the specific way you're wired, all of it is clay in his hands. You are not a finished product. You are a work in progress. And the potter? He is still at the wheel. Spurgeon once said, when your life's history is written, may people see not a self-made person, but the handiwork of God. Not the clay, the potter's hand. That's my prayer for you today, that you would serve the purpose of God in your generation. That's the only work that will last.